Hey guys, PCBway over here. We're working on the Moron4 version 2, and a few of you have asked me what the hell I was doing, obviously, because I took every fucking thing apart. So, I'm gonna do a little recaps. What I did is replace all my gantry system because after 17, 1800 some odd hours, the system started to have some massive loose. Bracket, my block corner blocks were starting to hold on. I'm gonna switch you down. Corner blocks over here were starting to have some wobble. They were loose. I had a misalignment, and obviously, I did 1800 hours with the first version of this system. It worked, but it was getting a little bit bad. So I've redid everything. Everything is reprinted. I have used PCBway to make new support brackets. Actually, if you see over here, this holds the old bearing, the linear bearing rail in an aluminum part because it's more sturdier. And then actually to remove this, it's easier. All you gotta do is take the screws on the side and pop slide the rails out, and then you take the block out. It's quite easier to do the maintenance on it. And redid everything, readjusted the belt. I've changed a little bit the ratio of the belt because I think they were too far apart, so I shrunk them a little bit, and I had to then I had a choice because I had to fit for my new configuration over here. So because obviously I'm still working with a Nebula, the BIQU Nebula extruder, and then I kept the original freaking hot end because the original hot end for me works like a charm, and it goes to 375, so we got a good temperature out of this shit. So the only problem we had is since I'm going with an EBB42 Gen 2, it doesn't pick up the K-type thermistor, so I didn't have the choice. I had to get a little port, not a port, but this part over here. That's I don't remember the fucking name. It's called Max 31855 or 31855. Yeah, that's it. So that's just to be able to use the K-type thermistor, and then that will convert it for the PT1000 that it needs, or the NTC 100K that the board needs, and then it works with, and it works like a charm up to now. So that's it. I've changed this. I've replaced the bed. I've used Nick's R3 Men's graphite bed that we did. I replaced the bed. We're gonna have a full plate heater. It's gonna be a lot better, that's for sure. And in the back, well, I've switched everything around. We got the Mento M8P version 2 in there. Sorry, with a CB2, and we're gonna run on a 48 volt for the XY, and then we're gonna keep the 24 volt for the Z's, and then obviously I splice because I have two heater system in this. I got one over here, and then there's another one over there, so I'm working with the dual heater system that I'm gonna be able to freaking manage properly with the system now on the board, because this board has more freaking plug than the original GD has. So and these are obviously we're running with 5160 pros for the XY and 2240 for the Z's. As for the rest, I'm just gonna replug all my stuff, plug all the fans, reinstall everything. I got a lot of stuff left to do. Now I'm trying to figure out all my beautiful spaghetti of wire on top, because there's a lot of shit that's gonna be plugged onto that little EBB over there, and also the fact that I can use the beacon, because we kept our beacon. Obviously our beacon is underneath over here, so I kept the beacon because it's an amazing freaking system, and then it plugs directly on the EBB42 Gen 2, but when I flash the boards, I flash the M8P with the EBB to work in USB. Because if I go on CAN would have been better, faster, and all that shit. Yes, but we cannot use the beacon on the CAN. It's not made for the CAN. So until fucking beacon wakes up and make a fucking CAN version, I'm stuck to use the USB. It's gonna work for the, for the what we're doing in the machine is gonna work, and that's it. Still a lot of fucking work. it's coming there. I'm just fucking around because I got a lot of parts, and it's gonna be cool. Obviously, the gantry. I did some tests on the gantry manually, fix it and then adjusted everything. It took me almost a day just to fit the gantry in place because I had a problem where the gantry actually is not flat. In the original QP4 and in most of the printers, the gantries, there's a little bit of sagging there, here and there. There's weight, there's this, there's that. So the way mine is built, I got support everywhere. So I had to realign everything properly so that the deviation on the meshing is going to be easier, probably, to readjust and then to follow. So that's it. A lot of hours. It's been like 3 weeks, not 300 hours, but 3 weeks I'm working on this shit. So took it all apart and everything. So that's it. I'm gonna keep on going, and then I'll put more video. And obviously, thank you for PCBway. PCBway, they got everything for you. From PCBs to machining to SLM printing, SLS, everything you need. PCBway is what you have to work with because they're really great. Got good price, and then it's super fast, and they got everything that you need to. So that's it. So we're gonna go with the rest, and then I'll keep you posted, guys. All right, cheers.